Hi, welcome to another Stitch With Me video. This time it is the second edition say, of my Scandinavian challenge, and today is Norway. We're going to talk a little bit about the history and fun stuff about Norway and Scandinavia. So I have pre-recorded something that I'm going to put over voiceover in a little bit. The rest, it's just 7 or 8 minutes. The rest is personal stuff that I'm going to record as I go now. So yeah, welcome. It is the 14th of February, so I guess it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day if you're celebrating that. I myself are not, but it's not really it has never really been my tradition. So but yeah, celebrating love and romance and stuff, that's always nice. I try to do that every day. In my latest floss tube I picked the number 200, so it's 200 stitches this week on the Scandinavian projects you have chosen if you are participating. I have chosen the PANSIES, this one, a stand one this time. Try to make it a little bit easier on me so I don't not have to count and talk at the same time. There was a lot of flowers in the early works and still are in Norwegian cross-stitch style, so I thought that this little flower could be very appropriate. I have chosen two quite boring colors, black and white, but I want to finish this flower here. This one here, I want to finish that, and if we can do more, I will move over to this flower thing over here. So yeah, let's go with the stories and stuff from Norway. So let's begin our little story about Scandinavian cross-stitch and Norway. So, the Nordic cross-stitch style. Due to the harsh winters, travel between villages and towns was not possible, so any clothing was repaired with whatever was close to hand. Red flax farmed in the area and black wool from grazing animals formed the only tools to hand. As they were church clothes, most of the fixes and motifs were stars and crosses for their connection with religion. Regional designs stayed fairly consistent, with laws banning luxury goods kept the creation of new designs illegal. But when these laws were revoked in the 1800s, with mass industrialization following soon after, craft really developed. Much like any industrial industry, poor quality goods flooded the market, but due to the strict times felt by many Scandinavians only a few decades before meant many rejected these poor quality items. Craft was not only a small movement like other industrial nations, but was heavily protected and invested in. These protections came with a level of cottage industry most countries haven't seen. Crafters would be hired to create designs based on patterns in some of the earliest pattern books known. These would take note of the region and area of the purchaser and would become family heirlooms. And they weren't purely one-offs either. It became the fashion to display embroideries in homes, particularly above the fireplace. Because with time came improvement in homes, and the soot-filled smoky homes of 100 years ago were replaced with clean and white interiors. The white linen of embroideries with vibrant red and black stitching in crosses and stars, which were close enough to religious iconography but not too obvious, became a staple in most homes. Yeah. Then there's Hardanger. Hardanger is known in Norway as Hardangersam or Hardangersam, I don't know how to say it, and is a form of white work stitched on even weave. These patterns are stitched on top of with colored threads called smoke, and that gives us the unique style we try to emulate in cross stitch. Due to the combination of two embroidery styles, it's simply not as popular. It has been borrowed quite heavily, though, for knitting patterns such as Christmas jumpers. I've been reading, trying to find information about Norway and Sweden and the differences, and I think because of I think it was Sweden that occupied kind of a lot in Scandinavia from the start. The tradition were really similar. They started out kind of the same way. So it's kind of over the years, maybe the past, I don't know, 100 years, that it has gone in different directions. It started out quite the same, really. But one thing that's a little bit, no, there's several, but I came across one thing that found very fun, and that is kitchen witches. It's a Norway tradition. So let me talk about that. Kitchen witches are said to be a Norwegian custom inherited from early settlers. A kitchen witch, sometimes called a cottage witch or a Scandinavian kitchen witch doll or puppet, resembles a stereotypical witch displayed in residential kitchens as a good luck charm and to ward off bad spirits. They are even said to prevent pots from boiling over and sauces from spilling. It's very handy. I think I'm going to have to get me one of those. There is some debate over the exact country in which the kitchen which originated, some claiming Norway and others Germany, but they can be found in many European countries. This witch is a good witch, said to make the kitchen a spot of warmth and happiness. Gentle, whimsical, and loving, she created such magic that the mischiefs of the bad witch, who curdled milk and would not allow cakes or bread to rise, had no power. The kitchen witch inspires productivity and safety in the kitchen, but also counteracts any ill will directed to the home. So, so that those unfamiliar with the kitchen witch can understand its meaning, sometimes a note will be hung around the witch's neck stating something, stating something they desired or wished to not have. Yeah, for centuries, Norwegians have hung this good witch in their kitchen. When you hang a kitchen witch, legend indicates that cakes and breads will rise. Rice, beans, and toast will not burn, pots never boil dry, and there will never be too much salt when baking, boiling, or stewing. The spices you mix will be perfect, as well as the tea and coffee you serve. It is considered good luck to give a kitchen witch to a friend or family member. Who couldn't use a little good luck? Yeah, so that was the kitchen witch, and that kind of conclude. Yeah, that was what I could find about Norway. So yeah, I will. This is a pre-recorded voiceover, so I will return to my stitching and talk a little bit about some personal stuff in my weekend. So yeah, I hope you are all enjoying this little Scandinavian tour, and let me know in the comment what if you are stitching something Scandinavia, something Norwegian. Let me know in the comments what you are, and also I hope you will post it in the Facebook group in the challenge. So yeah. let's move over to present me. So that was a little bit about Norway and the witch. I think it's a fun thing with that witch. I'm thinking about getting one myself. I never heard about it until I started to read up about Norway, Scandinavia, cross stitch, and I know it has actually nothing to do with cross stitch, but I would like to stitch one if I could and hang that in my kitchen. Could be fun. So yeah, I didn't mention before, but this Pansies is a 14 count, and I'm stitching with 2 strands. And I really like this, actually. So, but I did start, and thank you all for your comments. I asked in my latest video what you thought about Flower Bunny, because I was a little bit insecure about would it be worth the while to stitch it, to finish it, continuing with it. And yeah, a lot of you said that you think I should continue. So I will do that. So this morning I have been stitching a little bit on it. I decided to simply start from the bottom left corner and just get some of the background done also. So it's very uninteresting at the moment because it's dark blue and different shades. So yeah, but I'm moving towards the other flowers, so really looking forward to do the red pink flower. So I just discovered that this area out here also is purple. This one has to continue over here, so I have found one strand of 550 to stitch here when we have done the white and the black. So yeah, today is 14th of February, Friday. My husband is getting off early today. Already, I think it was around 1 o'clock this afternoon, so he'll be home early today. We got snow in the night time. It started to snow, and there's still a lot of snow laying around. I don't know, not a lot, but 3-4 centimeters or something. So yeah, probably slippery out there. I'm always scared of falling because I got a concussion last year. My husband says I walk like a very old lady. But I don't want to fall again. I hit my head. Man, I had a headache for several days, and yeah, not fun. So don't want to go there again. Let me see if I can end this thread. Maybe here, if I have enough. That's a tough one to punch through. I don't know. Let's see if we can. Don't know. Can I get it through? Almost. Annoying. Okay. We'll deal with that later. Yeah, another white one. I did prepare one, so yeah. Valentine's Day. It's not that big in Denmark, Valentine's Day. I don't celebrate it at all. I have never done it. It's not really part of my DNA, kind of. So, but I'm all in for celebrating love. I might not be that much into the commercial side of it. So, I picked a big needle for this. I think this is an 11 count needle with a blunt point. So, yeah. this was the second week of Scandinavia Challenge. So next week will be the last country, and that will be Denmark. Norway was the second biggest. Sweden was the biggest of the three countries. Then was Norway, and last is Denmark. This is just a tiny little country. So we're going to talk about that next week. And this week is 200 stitches. So next week will be 300. Let's see if I can get this down. Just a minute. I think I managed. So it's now out of the way. So I think we should move over here. I talked about in my first two that I had a sore throat, feeling a little bit under the weather. It turned out it was actually stress related, and I have not been stressed for a long time really. So apparently I a little bit forgot that sometimes stress can give me physical symptoms, like a little bit like feels like about to get a cold or flu or something. Typically when it's stress, it's gone the next day, the symptoms. So it's not going to last, for me anyway, like if you get a real flu, real cold. So, but my stress level has been too high, and I really struggle to find out why. But I did have that period where I had that mixed with my bipolar, a mix of both end of the scales, kind of manic and depression, and sometimes it just linger in me. It kind of, even though I feel better, but it's just something. So I'm very sensitive to things, and that can cause stress over small things, because I'm kind of not as strong those periods. So very annoying. I hate it. Small things. Somebody talking too long, too loud. Messages on my phone calls, grocery shopping, stuff I can find, recorded video that is not the quality I want. These days, small stuff just hit me. But and that causes the thing with my throat. So annoying. It's something that has developed last couple of years. I haven't had that before. It just goes straight to my throat. Something in it, I get cramp kind of in some area in the throat, and I sound like I have swallowed ashtray and emptied a bottle of whiskey at the same time, which I haven't, because I don't like whiskey. Yeah. So, but yesterday I decided to start preparing for sewing stuff out of my cross stitch. I cannot get it. That's annoying. I don't know, maybe here. So I took out my sewing machine, found the cross stitch that I wanted to do stuff with, and that included monastery, Snow Hill Monastery. I want to make a little cushion with that for decoration. And I also found a couple of small pieces that I want to do cushion and kind of a zipper pouch to my kids and grandchildren. So yeah, there's lots of stuff on my living room table right now. I have not room in my crafting room. I haven't got a big table anymore in here, so I cannot have my sewing machines on there, unfortunately. So I have to take them out every time I need them and sit at my living room table. Yeah. We prioritized to have a guest bed in here instead. Yeah. I was meant to do sewing last night, but I just didn't get around to do it. It was tough. And I was tired and stressed. So I just figured, let me wait till I feel better. Yesterday I also went for a run, and it's pretty cold in Denmark these days. So I had put on so much clothes because I cannot run for long, so I had to walk also. So I don't want it to get too cold or anything. So I had so much clothes on, it was ridiculous. And it didn't take me long, 10 minutes or something, before I was sweating like mad. I'm glad I did a run yesterday, because today it would have been not possible for me because of it's slippery. So I ran about 3 kilometers. It's really, really nice. Absolutely physically harder than running on a treadmill, but mentally much nicer. Much nicer. I just love to be out running past houses and meeting people, pretending that I'm a very good runner and can run for a long time, and when they are no longer inside, I stop and walk. Silly. Yeah. Still have your pride. Yeah. We have also been to the gym one time this week. Tuesday we went to the gym, and I also did a run there. So now I need to get back into strength training, because my back is starting to annoys me a little bit. Sometimes I get pain in the lower back, and it actually was better when I started to do strength training. So I need to get back into that again, but we'll see. Doesn't have to take a long time to do some exercises, but for some reason just don't seem to get it done. So yeah, it is Friday around 10:38 right now. I've been up early today. My husband went to work 6:30. I can never remember if 6:30 means 6:30, but it was 6:30. He went to work. So that's late for him. He's often away already at 6 o'clock. So he picks up. No, he's a driver. He picks up disabled children and elderly people, driving them to school or doctor, to and from nursing homes, and he has just been, I don't actually know how to say that, but he has been on a course, is that a word, course, where he had 2 days where he was at school learning about stuff. It's obligated in his job that they take this training. So this time it was about handling conflicts, and special need people. Special need can be like if you have autism or ADHD or any kind, OCD, anxiety, and also physical, like elderly people in wheelchair, also children in wheelchair. So, and he really loved it, the 2 days. It was nice to do something different, but it was also, he had a wonderful teacher, instructor, so that was very good. He was happy every day he came home. It's nice when you feel like that. Actually every day, almost, he enjoys, he look forward to going to work. Isn't that amazing? I think a lot of people do it because of the money. They need the money, and of course money is also something that is important for our household. But he really enjoys his job. It's very fulfilling for him to talk with the children, talking with the elderly people, and the feeling of he's helping them, and maybe get them a little smile in their life, in their day, in the short while that he is in contact with them. He really enjoys it. Makes good I don't know how to say it, sense to him. So okay, so this might be the last white. So yeah, I think I'm just going to stick it up here, then I can deal with it later. I did have a scissor. Maybe I can, yeah. I think I'm just going to do this. Let me see how it goes. That scissor is not very good anymore. So let's do the purple. Here, this is color 550. Nice purple color. Yesterday I was stitching on my Lucky Owl from Luca S Design. I tell you, that piece is really starting to come along beautifully. That little owl, and it's so confetti. Normally I'm totally not into confetti because it takes a long time. It really requires me to be present. My mind cannot wander like it does with other projects, but that's also nice sometimes. But this one little owl here, that's just, it's a joy to kind of watch that little owl come to life. And yeah, I really enjoy that. So I did put in some stitches there, not a lot because it takes a long time, because it's really confetti this. Couple of stitches here, couple of stitches there, and color changes often, but I really like it. So today I was thinking that apart from doing this, and apart from, I've been stitching on the flower bunny, and I'm also going to stitch on the summer bunny. Then I'm thinking I want to stitch on a pink cupcake, get that started, because it's kitted up and everything, so might as well just start it. About the summer bunny, I calculated yesterday that if I stitch 53 stitches every day, it will be finished in February. And then comes back stitching, but normal stitching, 53 of them every day, and she will be done in February. That could be very nice to have her finish. She is so adorable. And yeah, then soon there will be another poll for you guys. If you would like to vote on which 50 stitch, daily 50, which project should be for March. Of course, Summer Bunny will be off the table, but I might have some other small ones you can pick from. I have at least 3. The other 3 that have been in the last holes, but I also have some other ones that I would like to finish. Little gnome with letter L, that's a small one. I could finish that in 1 month. That could be part of it. So, do we have any plans for the weekend? We actually do. My youngest daughter is visiting this weekend. She will arrive tomorrow and stay until Sunday. So the plan is that we are going to a forest and go for, 5 or 6 kilometers walk, not more than that. Maybe a little bit less, because we want to take Albert. He loves that forest. He loves to. It's kind of a forest where there's nice path and tracks you can follow. Small road, but there's not a lot of people. It's rare actually that you come across people there. So he can, for the most part, run free. And he is all for that, I tell you. He just loves it. Often there's not that much wildlife out there. But yeah, there are birds, and they are getting more and more active now. So a lot of bird chirping in the forest. And that's just nice. It's a nice, quiet forest. I love that. I really love the smell of a forest. It's just, I don't know, amazing. And we have planned. My daughter always gets to decide what dinner should be the night she's here without the kids. And this time she picked apple crumble. My husband makes the best apple crumble. I love it. And pinks, that's not the same, right? I'm just checking the color. Yeah, I think actually here there's something. Yeah. There's more here, I think. So I hope, is that right? Yeah. Apple crumble it is. And it's a little bit, heavy. So for me, it's a very heavy dessert. Also because it tastes very good, so you tend to eat too much. So we decided, let's make it a dinner. So yeah, happy crumble. Very nice. Look forward to that. And we are going to have a kind of a holiday meeting, because for combined Christmas gift and birthday gift, I gave her a trip to Rome. By plane. Ticket to the plane and the stay in Rome. The pocket money she is paid for herself. So we have been back and forth where she really, of course, we all wanted to go to Rome. My husband and I went there when we hiked Via Francigena in Italy through Tuscany and ended up in Rome. That was the destination. And but we didn't have much time when we finally got to Rome. So we needed to go on a plane back to Denmark. So we only had one day, and it's not much. There's a lot to see in Rome. So, and my daughter has never been there, so she would really like to go. So the thing is that plane tickets are becoming so expensive now. It's absolutely crazy. I think it's 3 times more expensive than when we last time was in travel in Italy. So I don't know what's up, and also a what's that called? Company, that usually flies from Denmark cheap, have decided to stop all flights out from the airport closest to us. So we have talked about, can we choose another place, another destination maybe? Is there another destination that my daughter would love to go to? And maybe a little bit closer so we can drive there. Just a minute, I have to cough. I think I got coughed. Finished. Yeah, so we talked about the north of France. Could be interesting. Or maybe North Italy is also within kind of reasonable driving distance. But we have looked after more, see if we can find some cheaper plane tickets. We really want to go to Rome. So my husband found some cheaper tickets, but my daughter and me, we decided, let's have a holiday meeting, where we can talk about all the destinations and what is possible, what we like, what we could wish for. We also talked about Paris, and I actually really voted for Paris. That is also in driver's distance. Don't remember how many kilometers, but 1,200, 1,500? I can't remember. But it's not that far. It is possible, maybe with one stay in a hotel during the journey, the drive. So maybe we could drive to South Germany or Austria or something, and check in at a hotel and just sleep and then move on next day. That could be okay. But my daughter and I, we have been to Paris. My husband has never been to Paris, and my daughter really didn't really want to visit Paris again, even though she loves it. She doesn't get to travel that much, so she would love to go to a place that destination that she hasn't visited before, and I completely understand that. So we have also talked about Venice and Florence. Beautiful cities. Okay, was that the last of these? I think so. So I think I will park the thread here. A little tiny bit that is left. And move over to... What is that circle out there? Is that the background? Maybe it is. 4-2. I don't know what 4-2 is. 4-2, that is number 8. That's actually also a purple. So I could do those here and pack it up here and continue the flower. I think I'm going to do that. I don't think it's right. No, it's not. Nope, it's not. It's an orange, so forget that. It's the background that's coming in here, so I just leave the flower like it is and go for the black. So, see my little needle minder, my little blue tit. That's one of my favorite birds, blue tits. They're common, they're very common, but they're so cute. With their little kind of pastel blue top on the head. Why can't I get through this? Oh man, it's hard. And they just jump around and curious, and yeah, so cute. When we lived in a trailer, we had a season where we lived in a camping site. We had them outside. We put up a little nest house, and there was a couple that decided to move in and got babies. Unfortunately, the parents disappeared before the babies were ready. One day we came out, all the babies were on the ground, and they were obviously too young to fly. So I watched them, and the mom never came back. I don't know did I forget something there? I think I forgot a stitch. I need to do that. I need to get that sorted out. That was the other day. There's another color. Just a minute. I could just see there's one stitch here that wasn't complete. So let me just fix that. So there we are. That's better. I actually don't know what color it is. Number 9. That is 554, and that is a black dot. So I'm going to end it here, the black dot, if I can. I only took a small piece of thread. Yeah. Get up there. Okay. Got that sorted out. I don't know if there's anything else. But anyway, what were we stitching? The black? Where did I put that? Did I just... Yeah, I just let it hang. Clever girl. So those blue tits babies, I observed them for a day or something, and they really called out for their mom, but I don't know, didn't come. So I called, we have kind of a society that can help in certain situations with the wildlife. And he said that we just needed to let them be. There's nothing really I could do. So I think a couple hours later I went out and they were gone. And later on I went for a walk with Albert, and I saw them, all three of them, in the bushes next to, because we live right up against a little forest. So, and I actually saw some adults, blue tits, close by. So I figured it might be parents. I don't know. It's tough, and I have said that since, that I don't want to have nests like that because it breaks my heart whenever it goes wrong. There were at least 2 of these blue tits that survived. I don't know about the third one. There was 2 that kept on staying around. And yeah, I sometimes say they just pop in now and then to say hello. It might be some complete stranger, but it was a nice thought to think that it might was one of the babies that just popped in to say hi. I am a big bird watcher. I love birds. Love to be in the nature and observe them. I always have a, what is that word? The thing you look in and it makes things bigger. Binocular. I don't know. Yeah, I'll always bring that with me. So if something interesting should appear, then I can check it. It's an exciting time that is, soon here with the spring. If you're a bird watcher, a lot of stuff is going on out there. We have white-tailed eagle, not far from us, and they are already starting to preparing their big nest. Their nest is about 2 meters wide. They usually get 2 or 3 youngsters, and the numbers of white-tailed eagle is increasing in Denmark, so that's very nice. That's such a magnificent bird with a wingspan of around 2.5 meters. We call it the flying door because their wings are square almost. So, and when they spread it out, it's almost like a door. Amazing bird. It is by far the biggest we have. So yeah, next when this Scandinavian challenge is complete, and that will be next week, I will continue with these stitch with me's. I think sometimes I might make them ASMR with only the sound of stitching, but I don't know if you guys prefer talk or not. So I might try a little bit of both. I personally really love to listen to the sound of stitching. Calms me down. Okay. Wow, look. It's very cute. I really like this. So I think I'm going over here and continuing the black. Might as well use up the thread. I don't know what we are going to have for dinner today, my husband and I. We are going grocery shopping when he gets off work, since he's home early today. There's plenty of time for that. But let's see, sometimes it changes. Maybe the day before you can see on his schedule that he will be finished at 1 o'clock, but then the company kind of, oh, can you please go and get Mrs. Hansen, or can you please, so all of a sudden, it's 4 o'clock before he's home. That's just how it is. So let's see how it goes. We are going grocery shopping a little bit, so we have everything we need for the apple crumble and other stuff. But I really have no clue what to eat today. Maybe tacos or tortillas. Could be nice, really. Something easy. The other day I really felt like fried fish with potatoes and some gravy, kind of. Could be nice. Let's see what we'll do. I eat too little fish. Should eat more fish. Everybody says that it's healthy. Fish is healthy. I don't know how healthy they are. I don't think all fishes are healthy because of the state of the oceans. So, I think tuna is one of those that I don't know if they're. I don't know much about it, really. I like some fish, but not my favorite dish. So at the moment we are still watching Friends. It's our go-to series at the moment. We just have to be careful not to start it when we are kind of close to going to bed, because just, one episode lasts not very long, so when it's automatically start a new episode, we just think, it's only, 25 minutes? We can watch that, then go to bed. And then that episode ends and next one is starting automatically, and it was just, yeah, we can do that too. All of a sudden, whew, if you mute a triangle and you wake up 5 years later. I'm also started Supernatural. Not completely from the start, but season 3 started from there. It was actually because somebody talked about a certain episode in season 4, and it was the one where Dean, I don't know if you're familiar with Supernatural, but Sam and Dean Winchester. If you can hear noise outside, it's the snow machine thing. Yeah, it's coming up I'd rather shout outside our house. I would pause until it's gone. I think he's finally gone now. I decided to park the black and start with more in this little pansy, and that is color 318. Back to Supernatural. I saw somebody upload a little clip from an episode in season 4 where Dean is, infected with kind of a virus or something, that causes him to be very scared. It's the most hilarious episode. Oh man, he's fun. He's scared of everything. He's scared of a little Yorkshire Terrier. Yeah, everything scares him. So I started to watch that. And again, the episodes kept on coming automatically. And so I just... There's stuff I really couldn't remember. So I thought, let me just go back. So I decided to start season 3. And now I'm thinking I might want to go back to season 2. I don't know yet, but season 2 is where Sam is, I can't remember if he's stabbed or shot. And Dean decides to summon the, what's it called? Some demon. And in change of his soul, they will relive, what's it called? Sam, so that he's not dead. They give Dean 1 year before he will be dragged to hell. And that is where I am now. Dean is in the middle of that year. So... My husband sometimes enjoys Supernatural, but often he thinks it's too complicated for him to keep attention. Keep his attention. So, yeah. I mostly watch it when he's at work. I don't watch it at night before I go to bed, because then I get scared. Scaredy cat. Things, sounds, noises starts to scare me. That was the same when I watched Criminal Minds. That was not something I could watch right before going to bed or right before being alone. Whew. Then we have something in Danish television called The Game. And there is a bunch of people, all kind of famous in Denmark. They're all put in a house, actually very close to where I grew up. Very fun. And it's something about how people react when they're put in amongst a lot of other people, and who can they trust, and they get to vote on which one should be eliminated, and they can earn money so that the individual person might have more money and can buy more votes. And there are some of them that's really deceive others. And what they don't know in the beginning is that the ones that is eliminated do not go home. They go in a cellar underneath the house, apparently. And they I don't know, the first 5, 6, 7 is not a big cellar, so go down there. I think we have seen 3 or 4 episodes now, and now we are there where they soon are going to be rejoined with the rest of the group. That is going to be interesting, because in the meantime, where they have been in that cellar, they have discovered by video clips how other of the group has deceived them and lied to them, so that they're going up there again. It's I wonder how that's going to be. Going to be drama, that's for sure. Okay, so now I am done with the gray, so I'm going to park that also here. And let's take those 3 dots there. We have 2 orange. Why didn't I take the orange? Was orange right? Do Yeah, it was. I skipped those two. Man, what an idiot I am. It's fine, it's fine. Just take those because I don't want them to be nasty. My chair is a very squeaky chair. I'm thinking about changing my channel name to the Squeaky Chair Stitcher. Every time I do a video like this, I think, oh, I need to kind of grease it with something so it will not be that squeaky. But yeah, I forget all about it. I need to thread this. Just a minute. So, gotta thread it. Let me just do those 2 stitches and just pack it. Okay, let me try again. Just went right through. There it is. So that shows something we watch, the game. Yesterday I saw something on Danish television as well. Just going to pack it over here. And then we take this dot. That is color 18. And 18 is a rust red color. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm still a little bit in focus. Can we pack that afterwards somewhere? That's far away. So I'm just taking out a little piece of that. Just a minute. Got it threaded. Only 3 stitches here. Very beautiful rust orange or rust red color. Yes, there's a thing I watched yesterday. It was about scam online. Scammers are getting so good at scamming people. I think some of it is because of the AI thing. It's just they can send messages, SMS messages to maybe a lady, maybe my age, and pretend they are her son. And the message they send will be kind of in the same amongst the other messages. So a thread, I can, but anyway, it looks so legit, and they uses phrases like mom. They don't, say mother. They use phrases that younger people might use when they write to their mom, and sometimes when you are hacked or something, they get your SMS, your phone number, and maybe they hack your Instagram or some other Facebook maybe, and they gather all your contacts and send out to all of them. Sometimes they buy phone numbers and contacts on a certain website where they can buy maybe 5,000, and they send out the same message to all, and maybe it's only 50 that get caught in that and believe it's true. But 50 is also good, because if they get, let's say, $1,000 from it, that's a lot of money they get. I need to end this. Go. I think I'm just going down here. So that is very scary, and they kind of, something like, Mom, I'm having trouble with my phone, my something, security something. Can you help me out? I need to transfer money because I have bought a new phone, and you get the money whenever I get to the bank, or something like that. And yeah, you have it in your DNA that you really always want to help out your kids. So yeah, that way they can trick people. That's scary. So my daughter and I, we have decided on a certain code word. If something like that happened, or we get links from each other, and we don't know if it's fake or real, then we can ask, what is the code word? It's just sickening that you have to do it like that in this world. But that's just how it is. I think I want to do a little bit. I know we have been talking a long time now, but if you're still here, thank you. I think I just want to do some of these circle ones. That is color 415, number 6. This is a boring color, I know, but that will kind of almost complete the little flower. I don't know how many stitches I did, but I'm thinking that it is around 200, and anyway, it's probably something that I'm going to, because it is one of my couch projects. So if it's not 200, then I will get to it one of the next couple of days. I just can't believe that it's come to this with the scamming. I get several scam messages every day, mails, emails, not SMS, but emails. Something that says something with, you have to click here and do this. If not, your Netflix account will be closed, or your credit card will be closed, or something. Sometimes they write stuff that I don't have. So it's just, what? I don't have that. But I know that I'm suspicious, and that's, I think, what we are developing into, more and more suspicious, because there's so much fake and spam in the world. It's crazy. It's sad, but yeah. What do you think of this little pansy? I love the purple pansies. I have, when I sometimes buy them in the spring, put them in front of my door or something outside. I often go with the purple ones, with the yellow inside. I think they're so beautiful. But this one over here is also very pretty. But let me know in the comment what you are stitching on, and if you are stitching along with the Scandinavian challenge. I know already what I'm going to stitch for Denmark next week. I did choose that. That was the first one I chose. There's a lot of machinery going on outside. There's, I don't know, called sweeping the snow away. That's nice. So let me go and take the last of them up here, and then it's that for today. Been stitching over an hour now and talking to you. It's been a joy. I really enjoy these, where I can just either just stitch or just talk a little bit about this and that. It calms me down, and I hope you enjoy them too. Okay, I skipped a couple now. Let me just take that also. I should do those also. Just a couple there. So last couple of stitches, and then I will say goodbye and have a little break, and then I will go out with Albert. See if he wants to get out now. He had a rough night. I did too. Didn't get much sleep. And he's so sensitive to how I am. So if I'm feeling stressed, he can feel it. And he gets worried. So he kind of walked around a lot this night. And that woke me up every time. So in the end, he fell asleep. We're going out to get a new bed for him, a larger bed. He really likes to be able to stretch when he sleeps. Okay, was that it? I think so. So the next one is over here. I don't know, I can't see anyone, but feel free to scream at me if you notice there's still one. Okay, so that was it. Oh man, I really enjoyed this. And I'll take the focusing thing off. So here is yeah, there is more to come down here, the flower, but and there'll be some green here, and yeah, I'm going to do that next. I think it's going to be very pretty. I think that was it for me today. So thank you so much for watching, and if you're still here, thank you so much for that. And I hope you will give the video a like if you liked it. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will speak to you again next week. I do have an unboxing from, who was it from? Maybe Paint Somewhere. I'm not sure, but there's an unboxing, and I look forward to that. So yeah, speak to you next week. Take care, and happy stitching. Bye bye.